Hey everyone, so this weekend is the long weekend, the May long weekend here in Ontario. So we've decided to document our weekend and how much we're going to train. We're going to try to train a little more than usual because we have 3 days, so we should be able to get at least 2 solid days and maybe a bit of an easier day in between. This morning we decided to hit the trail bright and early for some Canicross session. Then we had a nice breakfast. We're going to be able to recover a little bit. And then this afternoon we're going to go straight into some biking. The weather is a little bit uncertain, so it's either going to be some mountain biking. That was the initial plan. We may end up doing things indoors, but it's going to be, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours of biking. Then tomorrow is going to be just an easier in between day with some running in the morning and then a little bit of swimming over lunch. And then the last day is the bigger day that we don't usually get to do because weekends are only 2 days, but because we have the extra day, we're going to try to get some triathlon specific training. So we're going to do a bit of a brick session. Flo's going to do our first brick session ever. And then for me, I'm just going to meet up with a friend that I usually swim with. And the goal will be to get a solid, bright 50-ish K and then go straight into some interval running.
What is a brick?
A brick session, yeah. A brick session is just basically you try to do some interval work on the bike and then you try to get into interval running as soon as you can. So you want to mimic that quick transition between biking and running in triathlon and just get the feel for those heavy legs as soon as you start running.
And so for me, being like my first like triathlon like training session, I'm not gonna do like any like hard intervals or anything. I'm just gonna do an easy bike, and then the goal for me is just to basically try to get the fast transition between the bike and then transition into a run off the bike. So we'll see how it goes. So that's it, and come along for the ride.
So we're bright and early at the trail, starting the weekend. First part that we're gonna do now is some intervals with the dogs. I'm gonna do 3x1K with Ragnar, and then I'm gonna do a 3K continuous with Kichi. The continuous will be mostly easy. The K repeats I'm gonna try to push a little bit. Been doing this for 3 weeks now. The trail is still muddy. It's a little unstable, so it's not going to make for great speed, but it's close to real conditions. So let's go.
I am warming up right now because if you've been following us on Instagram, you know that I've been going back to Canicross, which I'm very, very excited. So for the past few weeks, I've been doing little bit of Canicross with Luna, which has been going great. My knee so far is handling up, so very happy about that. And so this morning I'm gonna try Canicrossing with Bolt for the first time, which is incredibly exciting, because like Bolt should be a little bit more power and speed than Luna, so that's a step up. So we'll see how it goes. Dying, and it's barely running. I love it. Thank you, Lord. Hello, Chouchou. Hello, JC. Toi aussi, mon chouchou.
So change of plans. A bunch of thunderstorms rolled in this afternoon. So it was too rainy, you couldn't get out on the mountain bike. So instead we're just gonna sit on the trainer for a bit, do a long ride, and that's just gonna do the same.
Hot. Hot. Yes. Good boy, sir. Okay. Hot.
So this morning ended up being a little bit warmer than we expected, so we decided to cut the distance short, and instead of doing a long distance this morning. We're just gonna do a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow. So all the dogs got about 2.5K finishing at the lake. Everybody was happy. I think it was the first time they finished their run in the lake. Really nice way to cool down. So now I'm off to go for my quick run, and then we'll just go back home and get breakfast.